We are using already Rewire for almost 2 years.
My name is Sandra.
My name is John. We both decided to invest a house in the Philippines. We have to send money or remit money, and we chose for Rewire. We chose Rewire because first and foremost about with the charge, it's quite low.
I can recommend Rewire because it's safe. I will always recommend it to my friends.
Mga minamahal kong kababayan, inirekomenda ko ang Rewire app tuwing magpapadala tayo ng pera sa minamahal natin sa Pinas.
Hello, Manong George here. Welcome to our channel. And today we have a very special guest.
So my name is Harold. I am a nurse in Ireland. I started working there in 2016. And then after 4 years, I decided to move in the UK to venture my career as a nurse as well.
Manong knows best.
In 2016, I started working in a nursing care home facility. So it's a private nursing home. And then I worked there for 2.5 years. And after that period, ay lumipat ako sa hospital. It's just a good training because pagdating ko dito sa UK, more or less same yung system na ginagamit namin doon. So it was never really like a tough time for me. Like for example, yung computer system, yung referral system, and we share like yung mga patients, cases. So more or less parang the same lang siya.
Manong knows best.
Nurse in Ireland and you're planning to transfer in the UK, hindi siya madali. Pero in my case, it was like smooth sailing. Firstly is you have to still have your IELTS exam. If you are working in an English-speaking country for 1 year or 2, you will be exempted from IELTS. But you have to support your claim, certification ng employer mo na your English is satisfactory enough. So in my case, para ma-qualify ko yung part ng NMC na yon is I have to speak to my previous manager sa nursing home. I told her about my situation, that I need her letter about this, na to just even state on the letter na Harold's English ability is blah blah blah, something like that. And then I also have to ask the same to my manager back in the hospital. So when I was speaking to my HR here, ang sabi niya actually it's not anymore needed because when you don't have to have that paper, like a written paper from your previous employers just to say na your English is quite good enough, because the moment you will put your experience, they will contact straight away the reference that you made, which is my director of nursing and my manager. Pero she said just to be safe, just prepare the letter, so in case if they will be asking, you will have the evidence. Then second is I have to take the CBT. I have to get my police clearance, which is basically I have to get one from the Philippines and then also in the UK. Kasi I have, di ba, there is like when you apply for, ano bang tawag dito? Parang DBS, there is a specific period like where do you live at this time. So ginawa ko siya from my time sa Philippines, the last time I was in the Philippines, then Ireland, then UK. So I have to get 2 certificates, and that one is police clearance from the Philippines. So it was not an NBI kind of certificate anymore, but it's just police certificate as long as it is signed by the appropriate person. And then I have to get one from Ireland as well. I have to contact their parang police department, they call it Garda, and ask for a certification saying na I have no criminal record. And then these requirements, I have to send them for my visa application. So yung visa ko is parang working visa na siya, hindi na siya parang yung tourist visa. So yung police clearance ko, yung PRC certificate ko, yung what else, yung IELTS ko is, those were all the requirements para I can apply for the visa. So online lang siya, everything was uploaded, and then yeah, the process went on. Yung pinakamahirap ko is yung PRC kasi since I was not trained in Ireland, So hindi ko pwedeng gamitin yung certificate ko as a nurse as my main basis for moving. So they are still looking for when or where I was really trained, which is in the Philippines. So it took time, around 3 months, kasi it's a bit complicated because when I applied for here, so they were asking what is your main body parang regulators. Sabi ko PRC. So I have to the NMC will have to send a letter of verification sa PRC to confirm that I am registered in the Philippines. Now, what I didn't know is I thought it will be the communication between NMC and PRC. So I was just like waiting. And then when I emailed PRC, because it's like a couple of months already, I said, "Oh, did you receive an email from NMC because I'm planning to move to the UK?" And then they said, "No, you have to do it on your own." So I said, like, how can I? I am in Ireland. So what they asked me is, you have to first, if your registration is expired, you have to renew it, and then you have to make like special power of attorney who can process your papers here in the Philippines. So what I did is I have to prepare my passport. I have to prepare my the receipt for paying the registration back in the Philippines, and I have to go to the consulate deep doon sa Ireland just to have it stamped that those are verified documents. So I have to make a letter that my sister will be my person who will verify everything. So I have to send them home. And then after, I think, a week or two, that was the time I received a confirmation from the NMC, or when I checked my portal, that my PRC is fine. So you have to do it actually. It's not between the NMC and the PRC itself. You have to do it on your own as well. Man knows best. That I moved from Ireland to the UK is because my wife is working in the UK. I came to UK I think for the first time was in 2018. Yeah, I think that was my first time, and I was in and out in the UK for a couple of times already, but for tourist visa only. Like I stayed for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, something like that. And then I didn't find the UK attractive at first because I don't like the city life. I don't like the noise. Though I live in Dublin, Ireland, it's a main city, pero hindi naman siya ganun kalaki compared to London. So at first, but later on, I think it's just, when you're together, maybe as a couple, there really a time will come na, hey, we need to make a decision. So my first choice, or my first reason really, was to move because I want to be with my wife. I don't know if it may sound cheesy, but that was the first reason. And then as I stayed here for a while, then I actually said, told myself, oh, I think I made the right choice. Hindi, actually, she went to Dublin a couple of times. Pero sabi niya din parang hindi niya feel. And also, I think there's a big factor if you have your support system, kasi most of our friends back in Cebu nandito sa UK.
Always remember, Manong knows. Manong knows best, put your worries to rest.